Hey there, teachers. In this issue of Schoology Tools, we're going to talk about embedding Google Slides into a page in Schoology. And I say page because there's lots of places we can put a Google slide into Schoology, but specifically we're going to talk about putting into a page today. Why would you do this? I've got some teachers that will actually display their daily agenda right there at the top of their course that students can see. I've got a teacher that will put their daily objectives up there, right there where the kids can see. It just makes your course more visual. And really, anything you can create in Google Slides, like a nice, pretty visual graphic organizer or something, you can dump it right into Schoology, make your Schoology class more visual. So let's see what this looks like and how to do it. Usually these Schoology Tools videos are 5 minutes. I'm hoping to stick there today, but we'll see. This might take a little bit longer. So here are the two examples I wanted to show you that kind of made me think about doing this PD. This is my friend Miss Bueller over at East Washington, and she's got her kids doing a daily agenda book. So she literally took a Google slide, put that agenda, the picture of that agenda book on her slide, and then put text boxes on top of that and built an editable slide right there into Google that she can put at the top of her Schoology page. To change this, she simply opens that Google slide and changes it, and it makes the changes right here into Schoology. The other example is my friend Miss Jensen over at Muncie Central. She's got a slide that is the daily objective. Here's what we're going to do today. Here are the things you need to do. Here's the warm-up, all these sorts of things. Sometimes I can statements, all kinds of stuff. And she makes it Google Slides and parks it right here in Schoology. And the beauty of this is when you make it in Slides and connect it to Schoology, you change it in Slides and it updates the Schoology. So how do we do this? Well, first and foremost, you got to make a thing in Slides. So we're going to take one of Miss Jensen's old copies here. This is her old slide of her daily objectives. You can make whatever you want to make. This is your slide. You do the way you want to do it. So I make this slide. Now, while we're here, though, what happens if I want to make the next day? Well, that's simple. Just come over to your slide deck on the side and duplicate the slide. Now you have two copies, and you can go ahead and take one of these and change it to Friday, October 9th, or whatever it may be. Now, also while we're here, just so you know, when we embed this in a Schoology, it's always going to show the top slide. So when I would duplicate this and show Friday, October 9th, I would make sure I change the top slide over here. That way the kids see the current day. Now the cool thing about this too is every day you've made is going to be on that slide deck. You can technically go back into that Google slide and see everything you've done each day, and so can the kids. So that's great for a kid who's absent. So how do we put this into Schoology? We need to start by making this live. We need to make it, put it on the web here. So we're going to go to File. We're going to publish to the web, and we're going to choose Embed. Embed code puts a thing into your website, in this case Schoology. Rather than a link, which takes you somewhere else, an embed code brings this thing into your class. I'm going to choose medium side. I do not care about auto advance because I'm not going to click this button here. I don't want it to start a slideshow. I just want it in there. So I'm going to publish this to the web. I'm going to say yep. And it's going to generate this embed code here. You know it's an embed code because they always start with this arrow and iframe. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into Schoology. Here's my class. I want to add it into Schoology. So to do this, I'm going to put mine right here at the top. I'm going to add a material. I'm going to add a page. As I said at the top, we can put this in lots of different places, but I'm going to put it into a page because a page can stand alone, and I can make a page pop open so you don't have to click to see it. I'm going to give it a title. Don't think too hard about that because it's going to be, you're going to see your slide most of all. And then right here in this content, this is where we're going to put the slide. We're going to go up here to Insert Content. What kind of content? An image or media. We have media. We have something from Google Slides. All right. So as I said, we have media. So I choose, well, this is upload media as a file. I don't have a file. I have it from like the internet, from the web. So I click from the web. It is a piece of media, not just a picture. And now you'll notice this link/embed. Exactly what we want. So we can paste that embed code right in there. We can insert media. Now, don't be alarmed. It looks yellow. It looks like it's broken. It's not. That's just a placeholder for the media that you've just embedded. I can come in here and I can resize it. I can make it a little bit smaller. You can do all kinds of stuff. The other thing I like to do before I leave is I like to click this button down here. It's grayed out. It says display on new page. I want to make it bright or lighter. You can barely tell, but now it says display online, inline. And because I've done that, when it shows up my Schoology page, it is going to be large and in charge. Let's give it a second. All right, looks like my course is reloading. There we go. There's that daily objective right there. And we'll give it a second for it to actually load that slide. And there it is. So there's my slide. Now there's different things you can do with the embed code, and we won't do that in this particular PD to get rid of these bars or to make it bigger or to do different things, but we want to keep this very basic. There's that slide right there, open at the top of my class. Now let's go back to the beauty of this. I'm going to come back to my slide in Google. Let's say I want to change something. We'll make a very basic change here. Let's just get rid of half this slide. Let's get rid of all kinds of stuff just so we can see a change. All right, so we've gotten rid of all kinds of stuff. As I come back to Schoology, there's my slide. When I refresh Schoology, let's let him refresh. You're going to notice that any changes we make in that Google slide are going to be reflected right here. Yep, right here in that slide in Schoology. That's what makes it a great thing to make a daily objective or a weekly agenda, because now once I've made it live and embedded into Schoology, all I have to do is go to Google Slides and add something new, add a piece, change the date, whatever you want to do. Really cool. One last little bit piece that I think is kind of cool. We put this into Schoology with the intent that it's just going to show the top slide. Here's today's agenda. But remember that slide deck I had a second slide to yesterday? Well, look what a kid can technically do. They can hit this next button and go to the next slide in the deck, which was yesterday. How nice is that? If a kid was absent or virtual, they can go back and see previous days' agendas or slides too. Also cool for, let's think beyond just students. Administrators can look in here and see your agenda, your objectives, your agenda, your things in your class clearly from their device. That might help. And then parents, if you've connected your parents in Schoology, see previous videos, your parents can pop in here and see exactly what was done in class today, exactly what's for homework, and what the objectives are. So hopefully that helps. Again, that was Schoology Tools, embedding a Google slide right here into Schoology and using that display in line to make it large and in charge. And as you may have already started thinking, you can do way more than just daily objectives and agenda slides too. Think about other ways you can use this to make your class more visible.